Hey, welcome to the Toadstead. This is early fall 2019, and just wanted to, we had a big thing happen, so we're just going to share this with you. For those who've been watching the channel for any length of time know, this is the wee farm truck. We bought it pretty much as a derelict, and we hand built the 8-foot flatbed. It was a 5.5-foot bed stock, but on a farm, well, that just didn't cut the mustard. You know, wheels, tires, mud flaps, lights, and it's done the job. You know, it's been a pretty good truck. It did have some shortcomings, one of the biggest ones being air conditioning, and down here on the Gulf Coast, that can be a bit of a drag. But for those who've been watching the channel know that we had our Yukon, our 09, yeah, it was a Yukon. Oh yeah, what's coming? Anyway, the wee farm truck is not long of the Toadstead now. Yeah, I have a friend of mine who's expressed a lot of interest in it, and we don't think it's gonna see Christmas here. Again, Toadstead veterans will recognize these two, the 86 and the 87. The 86 only has 90,000 miles on it, and it just needs some ignition work. Somebody tried to put a Durspark 2 system in it and just basically pooed the scrooch on the entire thing. It ran and drove when I brought it in here, and one day the electrical gave up and it just got parked. And this truck was, for the most part, I should say, supplanted by the wee farm truck, and it's just been sitting here. And this one we just came across and pulled it in for parts. But again, those of you who've watched the channel know we've gone through some vehicular sagas from, gosh, going all the way back to the Suburban and some of the other vehicles that we've been trying to keep going and do our job. Now, we do travel quite a bit for work, and when we travel, we have to get where we're going. It's just simple as that. We can't afford breakdowns. So while this was potential with these, the wee farm truck over there was never considered as a work vehicle. But I don't think these two are going to be here much longer. So now why? Why did all this happen? Well, we'll show you. So yeah, we bit the bullet and went new. It is not an expense that we really wanted, but there just comes a time, and our business is one of those times where we leave to go somewhere, we need to get there. There just isn't any other option. And yeah, we traded in the Yukon. The Yukon was nice, don't get me wrong. It rode a whole lot better than this one does, but it's a truck. It consolidates all of our needs into one vehicle. So it's a 2019 new body style. It's a WT work truck. We didn't want any big fancies. Now, a couple things that we did want caused us to get some things that we didn't want, which, as weird as that sounds, it's just the way it was. We wanted cruise control because we do make, you know, we have 1,000-mile, 1,500-mile trips we have to make on a pretty regular basis. So cruise control was something we wanted, but you can't get cruise control without getting power mirrors, power doors, power, blah, 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 garbage, which we didn't want unless we went with an aftermarket, and with a new car, we just want to stay away from the aftermarket stuff. Which leads us to the other thing we wanted, which was that. That's a stock brake controller. With the V8, we have, I can't remember, 10 or 12,000 pounds of towing, a little bit more than we need. Towing the trailer with the tractor and implements, you know, it runs probably 5,000 to 7,000 pounds. But we wanted to have all that stuff stock. We did not want some doohickey hanging from here, which one of the dealers tried to talk us into. We were no. But in order to get that, we also had to get the power port. This one is, the thing's got a built-in inverter. So it's got a 110 plug there, and it's got a weather-covered one in the bed. But, you know, hey, there's some things we miss. You know, the Yukon had some neat toys on it that they were kind of cool to have, and we'll miss them. But the only thing we had to get aftermarket was, oh, here, let me show you this. One kind of decadent, weird thing. Yeah, okay. That's almost embarrassing. But we did get the high pressure, high velocity sprayed in bed liner, which even in the couple of weeks we had the truck towing the trailer, throwing the steel ramps in here and even tied down, they were mucking the bed up pretty hard. And we want to preserve this thing. We're probably going to drive this for, well, God only knows. I want to say forever, but we'll have to wait and see. But the company that did this, they did everything really nice. Here's that power port. It's a little weatherproof doohickey. So, you know, it's new, it's not fancy. We're not into fancy. Aluminum tailgate, which is cool, not only because it's light and easier to close, but because we keep, well, we've had a few little oopsies already, knocking the paint off in some spots. And it makes it nicer knowing that at least it's not going to rust underneath. Steel wheels, again, nothing super fancy, but hopefully we'll drive this one for a long time.